Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Manchester City have destroyed Sparta Praha 5-0. I mean, it was expected, so let's go ahead and talk about the game. Like I said in the preview, it was expected that Manchester City were going to win. I did say it was going to be a very one-sided game. I think my prediction was a 3-0 or 4-0. It became a 5-0. It was a very easy win for Manchester City, and I don't think like anybody expected Sparta Praha to get a result out of this game. It was an easy game for Manchester City, and it ended up being a very easy game. They scored very early, 1-0 it becomes. Then Sparta Praha had a chance on the counter attack, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and they missed their chance. I think even if they would have scored that goal, it wouldn't have really mattered. And Manchester City kept on going. Erling Haaland scores, John Stones scored, Erling Haaland scored a brace in that game. I think this was his first game in all competition since not excluding the international break. In the club football, I think it was his first goal since that Arsenal games and his altercation with Arteta. So he would be very happy to finally get some goals for Manchester City. I think it's almost more than a month since that incident happened, so it was important for them, for him to get the goals. City, amazing performance. Like, I don't have to say anything more about that because of how good they were. And again, it was expected, like nothing special about it. The level between the difference of class between both of these teams was quite evident. And I'm not being disrespectful to Sparta Praha, like I'm just stating the obvious fact. But again, I would say it doesn't matter how much of a difference of the teams it is. You still have to go out there and you have to get the job done, and Manchester City did get the job done. So props to them. Like a lot of the times teams go into these games thinking that we are gonna win, and then something happens and that they're not able to win it, or they make it hard for themselves. And Manchester City did not do it. And the best example, I would take my teams, Arsenal. Like yesterday, they played against Shakhtar, and everybody expected them to win, and they won the game. But it was not your typical Arsenal performance where they play a good football, the movement and the passes, and nothing was there yesterday for Arsenal. City, to their credit, today they were really good. They were on point. They made sure that everything went as smoothly as it could go, and they won the game 5-0, and a comprehensive win. It was important for them to get the win because other teams are not not really getting the win, so they would be very happy. They are third in the Champions League table, so it is very the goal difference is going to help as much. It's going to help a lot as well, so they will be happy in that regard as well. Currently, the top three teams in the Champions League table are all English. Aston Villa at top, Liverpool second, Manchester City third, and if you look in the top 10, you have four Premier League teams, because Arsenal are ninth as well. So Premier League doing really good in the Champions League this season. And after the Premier League, I think it is the French league who have the most number of teams in the top 10. So it is it just shows how fun it is. And the giants of the Champions League, there's no Real Madrid in top 10, no Juventus, no Bayern, no Barca, no Dortmund. It is very exciting how things work out in this tournament, and especially with this new format, it's going to be very interesting to see how after match day there are going to be quite a big changes in the table, and it's going to be very interesting to see where City end up. I think they are in the thing with City is, I think the squad that they have, they should easily qualify in that top 8. But again, because how the format is, nobody is really sure what to expect from each other and what to expect from the game. Their biggest test was against Inter till now, and they did not win that game. They drew that game up. After that, there has been 2 convincing wins. So they are just waiting, and I would still say that City are favorites to win, not to win the Champions League, but I think they are still favorites to go directly into the next round, and they would hope that they are able to do it, because if they don't, it will be in a bit embarrassing, if I'm being very honest with you. Sparta Praha, on the other hand, like they had the first 2 match days were really good for them. They had a win as well, so they came in the game with a bit of confidence, but everybody sort of expected them to lose. I think they also expected to lose. It was just a matter of how you lost, right? I think that's the one thing there where they would be really disappointed, because as a sportsman, as professional, it doesn't matter, because winning and losing is part of the game. It matters how you lose, and especially when it's when you're playing a competition like, and when you have a format like this, where each game is very important and everybody is fighting tooth and nail to get into those specific places. Their performances might not be that good, and they could have lost the game, but losing 5-0, you have not you're not getting any points out of it, and then that there's like the -5 goal difference, that is going to have a huge impact, whether you stay in that first 24 or whether you fall out of it. So I think that would be one of the reason I think that the manager is going to be really pissed off about, that they lost that. As I would say, that's a big thing. It's not like it doesn't matter. Of course it matters that they lost, but the thing is the manner in which they lost. They conceded 5 goals, and I think that is going to be the problem for them, and I think that is where they would be really disappointed and angry at themselves for not being able to stop Manchester City from scoring that many goals, because in the end that might come into play, and that might be the reason where they they get eliminated out of the Champions League, from all European competitions, and this game could be the reason. So yeah, that is it from me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. City fans, I know you would be over the moon with this performance, and now you are waiting for the weekend where two of your title rivals are playing each other, and you have an easy game. So I know you are over the moon at the moment. How happy you are with your team's performance, how happy you are that Erling Haaland has again scored for Manchester City after a month of hiatus and a month of not scoring. Let me know how you're feeling in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October, and so please go ahead and subscribe, help us in growing the channel. We try to cover all the 5 leagues, all the top 5 European league, try the Champions League, the Europa League, the international football as well. So, and we do other stuff as well on this channel, so please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, bye bye.